You're listening to The Illuminated Ally, a podcast about tapping into the unfiltered voice of enlightenment. Each week, we are pulling back the veil with no chaser to step closer to the inner standing of yourself and your gifts. So when times are dark and life just doesn't make any sense, tap in with your go-to psychic transformation specialist to tackle the ins and outs of spiritual evolution. This isn't just a podcast, it's an enlightenment. I'm your host, Teaira, the Spiritual Valkyrie. Welcome back to another episode of The Illuminated Ally. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your time. And I appreciate every single one of y'all being here with me. If you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you have been here with me before, welcome back. And I'm happy that you are here regardless. So this episode, I'm going to hop right in. We're going to talk about dreams. It's one of my favorite topics to talk about, and we're going to talk a lot more about them in future episodes to come. But we're going to talk particularly about dreams, how they impact your life, and how it can be the gateway to your empathy and empathetic gift. A lot of people who are empaths tend to be also very vivid dreamers. It's not any particular correlation to it, but I do see that happens a lot with people. If you're an empath, you tend to have very vivid dreams, and they can be very much impacted by the energy around you. So let's hop into it. If you are a dreamer, and you are someone who, even if you're not a dreamer, but you want to become a better dreamer or understand and understand your dreams, please, please, please listen up, because this is a great opportunity for you while you're here. I definitely want to let you guys know that I am hosting my Dream Warrior Beta coaching group. Okay, this is my group where I'm looking for 6 to 8 individuals who want to be a part of a community and work with me on the one-on-one and group coaching basis, where I teach you how to understand your dreams. I teach you what to do to learn about yourself through your dreams, to heal through your dreams, to use your dreams as a tool versus just something that may be just happening to you, how to connect with your ancestors and your guides through your dreams, how to identify what your dream and who your dream guide is. And so if you want to look more into this and you want to learn more about it, go to my website at queenswillitdreams.com and submit an application to be a part of this coaching group. I'm really excited about it because it's about to be lit. So I'm going to be starting this in November of this year, 2024. Okay, so check it out, queenswillitdreams.com. All right, let's get into it. So for those of you who do not dream or feel like you are a dreamer or want to be a dreamer, dreams are literally a gateway to the subconscious. Okay, this is a way to identify some of the things that you may be processing on the inside and internally, what's going on with yourself. If you are a dreamer and you have vivid dreams, and you may be lucid dreaming or you are astral traveler, there are so many realms that you can go in when it comes to these particular dreams. Okay, so I always tell people, I start off and I tell people, when they ask me about their dreams, they ask me, "Oh, Teaira, can you help me understand what's going on here?" The biggest thing that I would tell any client of mine, that I will also tell you as the listener, I would tell you that you are the biggest interpreter of your own dreams. Okay, I am a dream interpreter. I'm a dream activator. I work in the dream realm. That is actually one of my specialties, particularly because I've been doing that literally for 20 plus years. Okay, so you're the best interpreter of your own dreams. So when someone comes to me and they're asking me about their dreams and what's going on, there's a few questions I'm going to be asking. Like, one, what did you do before you went to sleep that night? Did you eat before you went to sleep? Did you drink before you went to sleep? Like, did you meditate? How were you feeling when you went to sleep? Then I'll ask, how do you feel when you wake up? Like, did you feel like anxious? Do you feel, excited? Did you feel like it was real? Did you feel tired? Like, what are the things that you're feeling? Because one thing that we don't pay attention to is we think dreams are just dreams and that's it. Like, we think that we're experiencing this, but then we're, not really looking too much into it simply because how can we interpret it? How do we know what it means? And there are certain things that will determine what your dreams are telling you. For example, how you feel when you wake up in the morning, how you actually feel that dream is telling you, what it's telling you. And then even just based off your cultural differences, like or your beliefs, things can come to you based off of your subconscious beliefs. It can be religious beliefs. For example, in some cultures, the number 13 isn't a good number, whereas in other cultures is actually a normal number, 666, or if you're seeing numbers and all those things. And so sometimes it's hard to decipher what the dreams actually mean, simply because we have all these different access to information that tells us like this dream means this, but at the end of the day, you're the interpreter of your own dreams. And so I've done a lot of different videos about dreams. I've done a lot of different I've held a lot of different conversations and sessions with clients regarding those dreams, how you connect with your ancestors, how you connect in general. If you're not a dreamer, how do you become a dreamer? I've even hosted workshops about this and talked about, how you're not necessarily blocked from your dreams, you're just blind to it. And a lot of that happens when you're a young person, a young child, and you experience something in your dreams that your soul may not have agreed with, or your physical body may have not agreed with, and mentally you didn't agree with it, or it scared you and it made you feel a certain type of way that you don't want to feel anymore, so you completely shut it off. And some people can shut it off. Like a lot of people tend to shut their dreams off at a young age, or they experience something that could be traumatic that kind of brings that feeling of like, I don't want to experience this anymore, and then they shut it off completely. So if you're going to be dreaming, you have to think about like, okay, how is this bringing up emotions in me, in my body right at this moment? How did I feel when I was younger, when I experienced this? If you're someone who doesn't dream, ask yourself, when's the last time you remember having one? And if you remember having a dream, and say you were like 5, 6 years old, and that was the last time you remember dreaming anything, then it probably was during that time that you experienced something that may have been traumatic, or it could have been something that made you feel scared, or something where your mental mind, you literally cut it off. Okay, so if you're looking to start dreaming again, you can access that part of you by digging a little deep, maybe doing some journaling or meditating, and asking your guides to support you in bringing dreams back to your reality so that you can work and heal through that particular trauma. Okay, so that's kind of what happens. That's even similar to when someone cuts their gifts off. Like if they're a clairvoyant and they saw something that they didn't like, or that was scary to them, and they say, I don't want to do it anymore, I don't want to experience it anymore, and then they cut that dream off, or they cut that gift off. And that's kind of what happens with the gifts as well too. And so, or we're in environments where they're telling us, don't believe in those things, that's not real. You can't do that in real life, and then you find yourself in a space that you're believing it, and then it happens. It manifests into a physical reality where you don't think you have those gifts, but you actually do. So yes, so anywho, let's talk about it. When it comes to your dreams, and let me know in the comments as well too, let me know how you're experiencing yourself when it comes to your dreams. But when it comes to your dreams, you can connect with yourself in different aspects. You can connect with your higher self, you can connect with your shadow self. You may find yourself in different scenarios where you're responding completely different in this particular dream experience than you would in real life experience, in your waking experience. And there's theories behind what the dreams are. And so for me personally, I'm only going to speak from my personal experience, and also where I've helped other people at. I have been able to experience my dreams in a way that one, they can tell me, like, I have prophetic dreams. So a dream that you have, that's actually something happens and it actually comes true and it actually happens in real life. That can also be a form of deja vu. So in the Matrix, when he saw the black cat, Neo saw the black cat, and it was a sign of deja vu because there was a glitch in the Matrix. That's a sign as well too. So like you can dream and have deja vu where someone's like, I dreamt this happened and I've experienced this already. I knew that was going to happen. There's theories behind that I can talk about. And then there's the dreams where I know that these are just subconscious messages of me processing of what I'm actually going through. So knowing the difference between like, okay, is this dream supposed to mean something? It always means something. Every dream means something. Every little detail in your dream means something. Okay, so don't brush that off. But if you're like, okay, is this going to happen? Is it preparing me for something? Once you start analyzing your dreams and knowing a little bit more and how they feel, you'll be able to tell if it's a prophetic dream, a subconscious message, a message from your guides and angels and ancestors, or if you're astral traveling, if you are, experiencing deja vu, alternate timeline. Like there's so many things that kind of go with this, but your gifts, if you have gifts that really focus like and manifesting in the dream realm, this is the stuff that you want to listen to. You want to talk about this stuff. You want to know a little bit more about like how do I maneuver and navigate my waking life by using my dreams to heal. And how is this like a gateway into my empathic abilities and how I can connect with other people through those dreams? Let me know in the chat. Have you had a dream where you were dreaming of somebody random? You haven't thought of that person at all, and it just kind of happens. And you're in the dream, you see them, something happens, and then next thing you know, they may reach out to you in real life, or they may, you may connect with them in real life, or something happens where you're like, this doesn't make any sense. But I literally was just dreaming about this person. Let me know in the comments because this is what tends to happen. Okay, so I've done videos on this and we talked about how people can insert themselves in your dreams. You are a sponge. And just like children are sponges. They absorb all the knowledge and everything around them. That is literally how you are. Your energy is like a sponge. For those of you who are not aware of your own energy, you could be pushing your energy out. And for those of you who may be aware of them, you could be trying to block it from coming in, different people's energy from coming in. But as an empath, for me, a harsh lesson for me was like learning about my own energy and knowing what's mine and what's not mine. If you do not know what your energy is and what's going on with you, you'll assume everything is yours, or you'll assume everything is somebody else's. Where sometimes it is your energy. If I'm experiencing a certain emotion and I'm trying to decipher what's going on with myself, why I'm feeling this way all of a sudden, it could be a universal effect of what's happening around me, and even the planets may change into a different sign or something of that sort, and I'm sensitive to that energy, so I can feel that. But then a lot of times, like, I do realize that it is me, that I need to work on me, and I'm feeling these things, so I need to decipher how I'm going to navigate those emotions and let it flow. But other times it's not me. Other times it's not that. I may have picked something up from someone else's energy, and all of a sudden I'm feeling it. All of a sudden I'm dreaming about it, or I'm dreaming about these people, or I'm feeling these energies because I didn't pick it up. Okay, because some people out here are just pushing their energy out to other people, and that's sometimes what happens. Like, it's sometimes what takes place, and you can even dream of certain timelines where something was supposed to happen in this particular timeline, but it didn't, and you in your waking timeline, so you're dreaming about this timeline. So a lot of us are experiencing the sensitive energies of other people, and we can see that in our dreams. But you have to know the difference between when you're picking up on someone's energy and they're giving you their energy to pick up on, and when you're processing your own feelings around that person. Oh boy, we talk about this all the time. We talk about it all the time, and it is an experience that takes time to learn. It takes time to navigate, but then a lot of us navigate the world not knowing this information. Yes, you can insert yourself into other people's dreams. I know people who have done it. I know people who have done it and then they're not aware of it. And I know people who have done it who are aware of it. And do I like that happens? No, I don't. But some people do it. You get what I'm saying? If you're spiritually aware that you can do that and you do it anyway, I mean, that's your decision. I don't necessarily agree with that because who wants to be inserting themselves in other people's dreams all the time? Now, if you and another person decide, hey, we're going to meet up at this place at this time in the astral realm while we're sleeping, and we may have dreams and the same dream from a different perspective, that's different. That is different. That's a connection and it's different. However, if you are someone who are aware, you're aware that your energy is more of a pushing and you push it out, even though you don't have to physically talk to somebody, you push that energy out to them and they're now starting to dream about you and all this stuff because you want them to and you're inserting your energy into their dreams. That's not cool. And someone on my TikTok actually made a comment about the SpongeBob episode when he was just hopping into other people's dreams and he wasn't supposed to be doing it. Everyone was freaking out about it because he wasn't supposed to be doing it. That's literally what it's like. Like, you should not be hopping into other people's dreams without their permission, or without their consent in that sense. So if you're doing that, just stop. How do you stop? You actually make intention to do that. You become more aware of your energy. You become more aware of the space that you're in when you're going to sleep in that sense. A lot of us are just not aware. And that's what's happening. You all are like walking around unaware of your energy and you're unaware that you're vulnerable to people's like energy around you. And then you pick it up and you push it out. You dish it out as well too, for those of you who are just not aware, So, and it's not enough to just be unaware and just be okay with it. You don't have to be okay with that. If you're listening now, you become more aware. And now we do better because we know better. Okay. But knowing if you're having a prophetic dream and knowing if you're having a dream from your subconscious that is like helping you process what you're emotionally going through, that comes with like reoccurring dreams. If you're having a reoccurring dream, a lot of it is like you're processing what is going on with you, something that may have taken place, and a fear that you may have. It could be if you're like being chased, what are you running from that you can't face head on, so there's so many things that come with this, but to bring this back to like our empathic ability and our ability to like really pick up on everybody's energy in our dreams, it is important for you to make sure that your nightly routine is conducive to your healing and your own energetic safety, because we are very open when we go to sleep. The moment before you go to sleep, that little sliver of time between being awake and being asleep is where we're the most open. If you're anything like me, I am a psychic medium and a dream worker, okay? If you're anything like me, you're getting a lot of information in that time. You're seeing colors. You're hearing names, you're hearing words and messages, you're getting all types of stuff, okay? And if you're getting it, then it's actually messages because they're like, oh, she's open. Oh, they're open. Put it in the information. Put in the information. Give it to them. Give it to them. And that's what's happening. And then when you go to sleep and you shift from regular regular sleeping to a REM sleep. REM sleep is where our dream activation happens. That's where a lot of the dream work happens. And so REM is rapid eye movement. So rapid eye movement is like when your eyes are closed and they're going really quickly. If you ever watch somebody sleep, their eyes are doing that. They're dreaming. So when we switch into REM sleep, that's when we have those dreams and any information that you had kind of downloaded into you during that time, you probably are dreaming about it or processing it in some way, shape, or form. If you want to protect yourself from other people in your dreams, you have to be aware of the nightly routine that you do before you go to sleep. It can be as simple as praying at night. Protect me in my dreams, whatever higher power you believe in, like asking your angels and guides to support you and protect you in your dreams. You can also call in your dream guide to support you in any dream ventures you're taking. Okay. Any messages that you want to bring about. And like, if you're really looking into doing that type of work, there are ways that you have to do it, and you have to take it seriously. You got to take it seriously, because you can't just be out here like for real in the astral realm, just doing any and everything and just being unaware. You'll wake up, you're going to feel tired, you're going to feel exhausted. Um, you're not going to get accurate rest. If you're just not unaware of these type of things, and there's nothing wrong with being unaware until it gets you in places you don't want to be. So that's why I'm always here to help people understand and understand and overstand what it takes for them to actively be aware of their own energy and their dreams. You can close your aura off before you go to sleep so that things don't be able to like enter your auric field while you're sleeping. Okay? So this is a gateway to empathic abilities as well too. Okay? You're just as sensitive in your waking life than you are in your sleeping life, but then it feels like you're more sensitive when you're sleeping because you can't cut it off. Your brain is going, your mind, your body is sleeping, and you feel like you can't cut it off because you're sensitive. And that's just kind of what happens, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So I wanted to use this space to kind of introduce some of these topics and conversations around dreams, because I can go on for days and hours and years talking about dreams and talking about how I can support people in those dreams and what you can do and how you can do it and all the things above. Okay. But I do want to take this time to allow you all like a message that I know that came from me, to tell you that you are probably very sensitive right now. Okay. A lot of people, if you're listening to this, I know you're very sensitive right now, and you have so many different energies surrounding you, and it's impacting you, and you have to know what's yours and what's not yours. And a part of how I figure out what's mine and what's not mine is by asking a series of questions. So if I'm experiencing an emotion that comes up out of nowhere, okay, what is this emotion saying to me in my body? How is it showing up? Am I getting queasy? Do I get a headache? Am I getting anxiety? Like really pinpointing where it is in the body. It usually can connect with a particular chakra area. So if I'm like, my chest is feeling heavy, I don't know what's going on with me. Okay, this is my heart chakra area. So now I feel, do I need to do some work on my heart chakra? Have I been around anybody that has experienced anxiety, or have I been around anybody that shifted my experience in my present moment, my emotions, from the moment they walked in to the moment they walked out? How did I feel before this? What shifted in my energy? So if I'm getting a sense of feeling lonely or something, like, is that mine? Probably, maybe, who knows? Let's see. Let's ask the questions. Why am I feeling this way? Allowing it to flow, allowing it to kind of sit with me. And then if I get to the point where I'm realizing, oh, this isn't mine, I'm not feeling this way, I'm just experiencing somebody else's energy, then I allow myself to be covered in a white light. It's like a white, milky substance, in a sense of like, just like real pure essence of white light that just kind of covers me. And then I'm like, give back the energy that does not belong to me. I tell the universe to help me give back the energy that does not belong to me. That's not mine. And the same thing happens to you in your dreams. When you start dreaming of people and you're like, why am I dreaming of people? A lot of times people represent an aspect of yourself in their dreams. Okay. Like in your dreams. So if you're dreaming of someone, and it could be a celebrity, say you're dreaming of a celebrity, what is it about that celebrity that you admire? Or what is it, certain characteristics about that person that you're dreaming about, that you want to incorporate those characteristics into your life? What is it that you admire about that person that you really want to incorporate into your own life? So like, it's not that that celebrity was infusing their energy into you and now you're dreaming of them. It's more of like, what is it that the celebrity represents to you in your world, in your life, in your subconscious? And so these are some of the questions that you can start asking yourself. But if the one thing I will say that you can take away from this is get you a dream journal. It could be a regular schmegler journal, and start recording your dreams. And even if you don't remember anything, just record what you can remember. How you felt in the morning, how you felt when you woke up, how you felt before you went to sleep. And if you remember colors, like I remember seeing the color orange when I was going to sleep, and I seen the color blue. Or I remember there was a baseball involved, and I remember there was a car parking lot, and like all these different things. So record these things, record those things, and then go ahead and check out www.queenswithlitdreams.com and sign up to be a part of my Dream Warrior coaching group. Okay, this is a beta group, so I'm really just like digging in. I'm giving y'all my stuff. I'm telling you about my stuff. And put in the comments, okay, put in the comments questions and your thoughts and things that you would like to know more about when it comes to the dreams, when it comes to your empath abilities, because there's a spectrum. Okay, some people are just sensitive, and then there's other people who are empaths, and how does that impact you in your dreams? Okay, so if you want to know these things, put it in the chat, in the comments, and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with your friends. I'm here for a conversation. Let's talk about it, because I got so much information for you. So until next time, thank you again for being here, and I appreciate you all. So see you soon. Thanks for joining us this week on the Illuminated Ally. You can also follow me on all social media platforms at Queens with Lit Dreams. If you love the show, please leave a rating so I can continue to bring more episodes that you love. If you enjoyed this experience and want to personally check it out for yourself, visit www.queenswithlitdreams.com. As always, subscribe to the show, leave feedback on what you want to hear next, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for listening.